Welcome back, everyone. Just as I told us in our last video, I said this time around we will continue with our attribute, but we're going to be looking at links. So we are still in we are currently in part 6, but still in attribute, and we're looking at adding of links. Now, HTML attributes or links allows us to move from one page to another. I believe you have ever visited a page whereby you are able to navigate from one page to another. For instance, the Facebook, you can check someone's profile. By the time you click on the button, it will automatically take you to another document, to another page entirely. What happens behind the scene? They actually made use of tags, attributes, and that is what we're going to be looking at now. Now, I want you to know that whenever we're talking about attributes, we're talking about images and links. So, without wasting much of our time, let's dive in. So I'll go straight to my Visual Studio Code with my mini browser. Now, don't forget this is exactly where we stopped in our last meeting. But we have our image and stuff like that. Okay, like those of us, if you discover that, okay, this is exactly where we stopped, right? But this time around, we're going to be looking at how we can connect this page with another page without switching tabs, but just by pressing a link or a button, it will take us to another location. That is what we want to look at now. I'm going to create another file. I'll right click, open new file called new page.html. Don't forget these names, you can name it any name. I'm just using this, but in order for you not to be confused for now, you can just follow me and name it the same way I am currently naming it. So I am going to generate my code, my HTML syntax. I believe by now each and every one of us, we should be able to write the skeleton of HTML without looking back. If you are still battling us or struggling with the skeleton of HTML at this age, that means you have a very long way to go. So the reason why I am removing all those things is because I don't want someone to start asking questions that what is the meaning of this, how come about this. I just want to keep things simple. By the time we get to CSS, I'm going to explain things better over here. Are we together now? Yes. Okay, I said we're talking about links, so let me call the title links. Oops, not links, links, right? So inside the body, I'm going to have h1, then I'm going to say adding of links, right? Let me save this and let me copy the path. To copy full path, you right click, copy path, then I close this again, I come over to this page, I paste, I refresh, adding of links, because that is what we have as h1. The links here, there's a link as a title. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Alright, so I said we're going to be adding links. Now I want to connect this attribute page, the page with this image, and this is our new page that is just displaying adding of links. Right, so now how do I do that? How can I link them together? Please look up. Now, for us to link these pages, we need to make use of just a tag called A. It's called anchor tag. Now, this A is having a reference. This ref means a reference, and the meaning of this reference is what? Pass in the URL. URL stands for Uniform or Universal Resource Locator. It is the location of a particular document on the web. Are you getting it now? Don't bother yourself much about this. With time, the understanding will naturally come. You understand? But I just want to explain this to you. Now, this URL, we are going to be passing in the link to this particular page called adding of links from here. What do I mean? Now, you see, now we have our attribute, which is this particular document here, and this is it, attribute, right? Then I created a new page, which is this, and which is just this adding of link, right? Now, for me to navigate from this page to this other new page, I need to pass in this URL. Let's call this a URL, this new page.html, because that is what we currently have. It's a URL. So let's call it a URL. And we said, okay, in the place of this reference, we'll have what? New page.html. Let me close this again. From our attribute, I am calling this new page.html, right? So I want to see now in between the tags. Now I will have okay, new page in between the tags. Don't forget we have the opening of the anchor tag and the closing of the anchor tag. In between the tag, I have a new page. It can be anything. You can put anything if you want. So I refresh. Okay, I want this new page to be below this, so I will just add a break. This BR means break to another line. So if you break this now, so we have this new page below it. Can you see this? Yes. Now once I click on new page, bam, it has taken us to this particular document called links. Is it working? Yes, I believe it's working. All right. So that's how to add link. Like someone might be saying, okay, what if I want to go back to the former page from here? Simple. We come over to this our new page the same way we did that, the anchor tag, but this time around we're going to be referencing attribute, right? So we said attribute.html. that is this name, this particular name. Then I will say go back. So go back. Let me save. Refresh. First of all, let me go back first. Let's do this now. New page. We click on new page. Now we have go back. Let me click on go back. Bam. Is it working? It's working. Now someone might be confused again and say, okay, does that mean it is only the pages that we have designed that we can actually link? No. Let me link an external URL called Facebook. Is that okay now? Now for us to link an external URL, you need to add the full path. What do I mean by the full path? We have HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, our semicolon / we have facebook.com, right? Now instead of me having new page, I'm going to change it to what? To Facebook. So I will say Facebook, right? I save, I come over here to refresh, and I have Facebook instead of new page, right? Now don't forget, before you can link to an external URL from your PC, you need to be connected to the internet. So I am connected now. If you can see, I am connected to Wi-Fi called the Prof. That is me. All right. So let me click on Facebook. Okay. Bam. That's taking me straight to Facebook. Good. So this is me here. So you can follow me. You can add me on Facebook. And okay, this is one of my friends. Okay. So is it working? It's working. So thank you everybody. In our next video. Oops. All right. Okay, we'll continue in the next video. Thank you.